everyone, I connected base, but it doesn't work. I'm not sure why. I must have messed up something. I've been running a bit late. Actually, was ready before, but added some new stuff, and it doesn't work. Yeah, Yuk again. I like the Yuk. It is the power Yuk. Very nice seal. Let me try to figure out the base. Give me a moment. What I did, I connected the base directly to the looper. It seems to have fixed the problem. Alright, let's welcome you properly. Sorry for that. It definitely was a bit rough, but I managed. Anyway, it's my fault for being late with starting the music, and it's the first time where when my bass effect doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe I plugged something wrong. I don't know. Never mind. I just plugged the bass directly. It is there. I hope you like the loop. It is a bit of an improvised one. I aren't Vatsim today. No, because we'll be bugfixing the FailBot, so I don't want to be on Vatsim. I actually wanted to add a new thing a few minutes before the stream, and I failed to do that because, well, we'll find out later, or maybe next time. Anyway, welcome you. You have heard of the Elf of the Shelf. Now get ready for Vex on a plane. I'm sitting here on the wing. Chose a bit of a different camera angle than usual. I actually like it. And there's snow. We are in Utah. I saw Black flying this route or the way back today. Let me give him a shout out. That is the third. I am sweaty. And not as much as 10 spawn. Dan, what happened in your landing today? Let me welcome everyone. Alright. Here are the auto shoutouts. Let's see if they will work. I see being the first streamer on the stream today. Welcome, welcome. Let's welcome everyone. I see the hypes. Kev Mikwa, woohoo! However, redeeming the first and being the first. Kevin Mikwa redeemed the second. Hype, hype, hype. Yuke again. Pika, you like the Pika emotes. I was looking for some emotes. I have a ton of them. We have to make better use of them. If something is off on the stream today, sound-wise, visual-wise, please let me know. You know, I'm always changing something, and it's one of those days. Actually, I got a summer chair. It's a more breathable one, and I didn't test run it before the stream, but it seems to be working okay with the green screen. So I was actually worried. I put it in, then I realized I haven't test run it. But yeah, here I am. When Vex is late with everything, it means I'm ready a few minutes before the stream, and usually most of the things work. So no botsing today because we'll be back fixing the bot, and thanking the landings, of course. Yeah, those were very thankful landings. I'm kidding. The buttons in my plane are in French. C'est bon, I see. C'est pas problème. You got it. I see. You've got to learn that this is the way. Hey, I'm happy. It worked. My setup grew a bit. Dan knows that. But I've got a few new toys, and you see, I've got a new chair. Anyway, let me show what we're doing. We are in. I forgot. Where are we? I see the horns, thank you. We are in Cedar City. We'll be flying to St. George, which are both, I think, in Utah. Sorry, my US geography is not great. They're in the Rockies. They are not the Rockies. Neither the Jazzies. Yeah, but they're here. So we're flying from this place, Cedar City, to St. George, which is just next door, but I want to do it proper IFR, so we'll see how this works. Actually, we can have a look at the charts, at the sky vector. I am not so super... Oops, oh, okay, it works. Maybe I am a menace. No, there's only one menace. Here, now I have to find it. KCDC. Never. Flight plan. KCDC. And we go. I can't remember those codes for the life of me. KSGU. Alright, so that's about here. And if you go to the world low, because we're low, there's all sorts of markings. I usually know what all of them mean, but in the US there's just a ton of them, and I'm not super confident about this, so I'm willing to learn in the future. And when I've used this, well, it's been a while, so you know the drill. We've got this also dialed in Navigraph, but we have to check the runways and departure. Anyway, we've got the FireBot, so the thing that I showed you yesterday, and we've got the FailBot. I don't want to debug it, bugfix it today. Let me know if you're okay with this, watching me basically code this and check this and stuff. We've got a few things that didn't work, so I will try to fix them. Actually, I'll open my list. How is everyone doing today? Dan, your stream has been pretty long. I actually forgot you're streaming. Right, let me see about the shoutouts. I think only the first auto shoutout works, so I must have been misconfigured something. Kev Mikwa. Here you go, Unreal streamer, flying usually X-Plane, which is very commendable. I do enjoy it that we have some people flying X-Plane, can recommend. It's good to have two sims as a backup. I mean, what's stopping you? Alright, so here are my notes from the last time. I'm no mystery skater. Yeah, neither am I. I think all of the sims have their time and place, and each of them have some very specific case that they're the best at. Even the P3D, which is on all those hardware-based sims. Hey, there's someone back in the lobby in DR 400, I think it is. It is a nice French plane. Oh, it's Icy our French fry, but he's totally toast today. So, is everything sounding right? Are you having fun? How's your week been so far? And this place looks pretty nice. I think I have the default scenery, and to be fair, I like it a lot. That's Icy, of course, the Manas, and Joe is standing here for Jane, I'm sure, getting ready for us. Icy is going to be flying, I see. I have freer scenery. Really? I didn't bother to check, and my sim loaded so long today, and the fly loaded so long today. It's just crazy. Right, let me kill the loop that I worked so hard on enabling. You've been a good loop. Now we can go to sleep. Bye bye. And let's kick off the music. We'll put the birds to sleep. Alright. I have a different chair. It doesn't have lockable wheels, which makes me sad. I actually forgot about it. I was supposed to 3D print something, but I'm still not sure how to do that. I will need to come up with some design. There's, as usual, a ton of cables below my feet. I know why the base didn't work. I plugged the input into output and output into input. And there's a good reason why it didn't work. Now I understand. Anyway. I still haven't used this chair all too much in this place. Oh, is the camera wrong again? Alright, I am struggling with everything today. I hope you're having fun. I don't know. Miko, Icy. Yeah, Icy is cool. Actually, Icy is actually really cool, I have to say. Right, I will need to find some way so I do not slide back when operating the rudder today. I will just be hanging to my rudder pedals. We'll see how it works. Dimanas, Nosediver. Yeah, that's him. That is just a ricey. Right, I think the microphone is sounding okay. I'll get a bit quieter in a second once I forget to be excited. What do we do? Dox's viewers. I'm not sure what doxes mean. I'm sorry. I still don't know so many words. Also, I saw Jesus F15 flying earlier today. He's back on a streaming streak. You can always go and follow him. He's a super cool guy. I run jail flying with him, and I'm always pointing out every small mistake he's doing. I mean, to be fair, I've been doing all of them too. It's just easier when you're watching someone to point out, and he's taking notes. I'm really enjoying this. I still don't know what doxing means. I hope it's nothing bad. Hang on, I need to check. Oh. Alright, it's not that bad. Very internet term. Gotcha. I've never heard of it, or maybe I heard and got the idea from the context, but no, I actually had no context, so I had no clue what this could mean. It's kind of a, sort of. Yeah, looks bad. Anyway. No, I see going into explaining himself. Oh no, I feel trouble incoming. Right, let's do it. I hope you'll be fine with some cooler stream today, just me trying to debug things. We may even fly today, so don't get your hopes too high, you know me. So the problem we ran into last time is when we ran this trigger by viewers, when we had this disabled, it still wasn't disabled. And that was a bit of a problem. Alright, so let's have a look. So the problem was, alright, now the moderators shouldn't be able to trigger it, only me. I added a command, so I don't have to wait for you. Oh, now it works. So alright, so only streamer can trigger events with command. Cool. I see. Can you run fail engine or someone else? Just write fail engine, and I want to see what the FailBot will say. That's what it says for me, and that's fine, but for you it should say... I thought we came to the resolution that... What? Oh, now it works. Alright. Let's try now. I see. Can you try again? Thank you. Yeah, so that's the problem. It shouldn't do that, because you're not a mod. Huh. Interesting. Oh no, my cat is trying to climb on the green screen. That has never happened before. Logic. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. So we'll check it. Alright, and I obviously couldn't check the viewer case because I didn't bother to... Well, I just thought it's fun. It's not. Right, so let's have a look. We have the code. The code. E.T. My kid is learning bad habits from Tense Kitty. I am heartbroken. How could she do that to me? Wrong? That seems right. You can't fail an engine if you don't have one running. No? That does seem right. You are not wrong, but that's not what it was supposed to do. Let me explain. We have this place here, and it's checking. If it's sleeping, it's saying it cannot trigger. If the viewer setting is enabled, then it lets anyone do that, but it's currently not. And then if it's moderator, basically, if you are not viewer and not moderator, so if you're not moderator and not me, it's supposed to say that only moderator or only streamer can do that, and it didn't say that, which gets me a bit suspicious. You see what I mean? It was supposed to tell you that basically this one of those things that only streamer can trigger events with commands. That's what it was supposed to tell you, but it didn't happen, and I wonder why. It looks like it treated you as a moderator, which I do not fully understand what that happened. Now, because there's all of you writing everything, we will run into a bit of a problem. Right, let's try it. So there's few ways to do that. Right. Oh dear. What on earth happened? I have to look down. I still haven't learned to touch type. It's been on my list for quite a long time. I can touch type my name and stuff, but... Right, so we just put it... Oh dear. Control A, Control V. Compile. Alright, do it again. Hover for the save. I hope the microphone is not too loud today. Is it okay? I actually seems that I do not have full control of my voice. Oh. Right, can you type fail engine again? Please, please, please. No, just write to me. Thank you, Kevmikwa. Come on, I need your help. There you go. Didn't get here. Interesting, so maybe we didn't even get here. Maybe that was the problem. So there's the fail engine. If should trigger event. Fail engine. So we get here. But we shouldn't. Means we return true. So we... Oh, I know why. Because we never get here. What you are saying is known as ASS debugging. You just put log whatever to console. No, I know where it is. I know where it is. So look, what happens is that we go here to fail engine. There is this if should trigger event. And this if should trigger event should return false here. And before it does that, it should tell you that only streamer or only moderator can trigger the event. But what's happening is this is returning true, so it's probably treating you as moderator, and then it goes here to fail engine, and then the fail engine command is saying you that we cannot really fail the engine. But the problem is, if the engines were running, you would just fail them. So I moved the log a bit up. Let's pay this, compile. Alright, someone else, please do that. Please type it again, unless I can unmod Nightbot and do this myself. Unmod. Fail engine. Alright, perfect. Now what happened? Your message got logged here, and we can see what the problem is. So we can see your badges. You're the founder. You have the VIP badge, so I do have access to the VIP badges. This is great. I didn't know that I have it. Alright, let me note it. I was also wondering about the features to do it only for the VIPs. And the mod is 0 here. Alright, I think I know how we can fix it without too much thinking. JavaScript is a bit funky, if you don't know. About there isn't just true and false, things are truthy and falsy. And also... Oh, why? It's a huge oversight. It has been fixed. That was the easy one to fix. There you go. You're very welcome, Kevin. Alright, so instead of using tags, because we don't like it, no! Anonymous. If you give access to VIPs, you do know that IC have access to fail engine for channel points. That's no problem. You know, IC is saving up for his pilot training, so he needs to save all the meows he can. IC continuing the sub. Thank you, IC. And here goes your money down the drain. It doesn't matter if you're a VIP or not at this point. I mean, it matters to me. Here's Krifiker. Hey, we are coding. I have found a few bugs in the FailBot, and because it's my work week, I don't have time to fix them. So we're doing this live. We'll do it live. Hey Krifi, I hope you're good. I really enjoyed watching you recently. Sorry, I'm a bit off with my shoutouts because my auto shoutout thing is not working perfectly for some reason. Never mind. Alright, so the action plan is instead of using those tags, which somehow didn't do the job, we'll just use the badges because who cares? So we'll just use message tags badges moderator, is it? I think it's moderator or mod, I do not remember. Oh, I have an easy way of checking that. I just type A-test and we'll see here. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm a bit stressed because I know it's very chaotic and you know, everyone thinks it's just like I'm watching the wall of Matrix, just coding like a madman. Code just coming out from my fingertips like a Niagara waterfall, but that's not how it works. Save all again. Hurry, right? Of course. Right, and just strength cap. You put it right on the front of the description. Bugfixing first, then flying. A trivia to streaming. Yeah, and we have the sim running in the background, so I'm not even lying. I'm up for dinner. Enjoy your dinner. Bon appétit, mon ami. You need to learn the French cockpits. Yeah, Dear 40 is cool. We used to have it as a top line in one of the neighboring aero clubs. It is a beautiful plane, I'm not gonna lie. And I think it's the wings are wooden. It's mostly wooden aircraft, at least as far as I know. Do you have a link to your Git on Discord? Sure. There we go. Just keep in mind that the current branch I'm working on is the develop, it's not the master. So if you go there, look, I even have it in the bookmark. So here the thing is, ATCBot is, I just tweaked a few things, I don't remember which anyway. You go to FailBot and this is the previous version, the new version isn't finished yet. So if you switch to develop, here's the new version, but it requires also the FireBot running and I still haven't figured out how to export this for you. Once I do, I can let you know. I'll also need someone to help me with trying that, or I'll just do it myself on another PC. Look at this creature. Right, I think I've upset her a bit. It was a bit awkward. Alright, kid, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. That's what 10 says. Right. Let's continue the shoutouts. Who was here? 10 was here. Everyone knows 10, so we'll save him for last. But not everyone knows Creepyger, another cool person, and Commander Pilot. There we go. I'm going to get that root bot set up. That's awesome. Great, you can do that. So the way to do that, here's Creepy. You can go and follow. Also, I do like this portrait. I still need to figure out my graphics. I'm way behind for everything, but I think you're enjoying the stream, so it's not a big of a deal. I was saying, you need to go here. You go to the root bot, and the easiest way is just to get the zip. Get the zip and you're done. And you know what to do next. Also remember to add 2 widgets. There's also the rootbot refresh, so you can hit it without, and it will just check for the new root for you. I think it's actually explained here. Look, someone put the documentation. Who was that? Oh, of course I know, it's me. I forgot I put that here. Hey, the new chair is looking good on the stream. It actually looks better because it takes like space and it's a breathable one. Look, it's see-through. I got lost. My brain just froze. It's brain freeze. Oh, I know. Message tags. No, we need to take a wild guess. Oh, we don't. Alright, I got back to my train of thoughts. Like, oh, actually I didn't. Right, we need to run a test again. You can't even blame it on ice cream. Oh man, I love ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a long time. Also, we have those cool ice cream places, and in the winter there's never a queue, so you know what I do. Alright, the stream elements, our trusted bot, it says moderator here. See the badges moderator, so we need moderator, and that's it. Right, we'll use that. It's not the exact place we should be using. We should actually query Twitch endpoint that gives me information if this user is a moderator or whatever not. Those badges are actually meant for what is displayed in chat next to your username. But because I don't really have anything better here, or you can just use mod equals 1. Let's use that. Right. See, there is mod equals 1. Let's just use it. Now, the way to do that is go here and right. So in most programming languages, you just do equals 1, but in JavaScript, it doesn't always bring the effect you want. So it's a good idea to have triple equal. Now it's great. Right, let's try it. We'll do it live. Damn it. Compile. I do compile. I could just click save, but compile just refreshes also my logs. So that helps me a lot. Right. Anyway, alright, so can any of you write the fail engine again? Please, 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 help me. Again, I'm reiterating, this is not what I should be using, but because that's the best I have, I'll just use it. Oh, that's actually where my problem came from. Someone please write exclamation mark, fail engine, somebody keeps beating me to it. No, it was the bot, we still need it. We still need it, please do it. The bot doesn't help, because the bot is a mod. I could unmod the bot. Yay, now it works, great stuff. Alright, I can explain what the issue was. You'll have some quick JavaScript thingies here. So, if you're in a browser, basically most of them, you can hit F12, or if you don't have F12, it's usually control something. It's like enable dev mode or something like that. I know where it is. It will open the console, and you can just play in here. You go to the console, and now our problem was... Alright, so you know this. If you write true, it's true. If you write false, it's false. If you write exclamation mark true, it will invert it. Right? So far so good. But if you write exclamation mark twice, it will invert it twice. So it will basically tell you what was the default or Boolean value. Was it true or false? Now, the thing is that everything in JavaScript can be truthy or falsy. And the easiest way to check it is to negate it twice. And you see that 1 is truthy and 0 is falsy. But it turns out that 0, when it's not a number, it's a string, is actually truthy. Great! And that's what the problem was. So because it was a string of a 0, I was thinking it will be treated as false, but it isn't. I forgot about that. Also, if you don't know it, JavaScript has all those quirks. For example, it's not using numbers as you know them, it's using floating point numbers, which are great in most cases, except this one. If you ask JavaScript if 0.2 plus 0.4 is equal to 0.6, it will tell you, of course it is, of course it's not, it's totally different. There's one at the very end. Also, if you type many 9s, I forgot how many, Yeah, if you type enough many 9s, it's a one bunch of zeros because they're close enough. So, welcome to floating point maths. You are doing a channel point redemption. I think you are not, because they are posts. There's other redemption as well, so you can do that. All right, so that problem is fixed. Boom. Do we have any other problems? I still want to implement a ton of features here. So the bank reward, that's something. I think Creepyker, that was you who suggested it. I like the idea. Right, you know, I think we're good. At least that's what we need so far. Now it's in a state I can give it to someone and they will not cry. Right. That was easy peasy. Also, we need to get rid of the log message. Clean it up a bit because I introduced a lot of spaces. Control S, Control A, Control C, get it to the sim. Alright, that's in. I can now push this out to GitHub. So the way you do that is you go here, the source control, write some message, fix permissions, issue, commit, synchronize. And now if you go, no, not yet, almost there. Okay, I think it went through. If you go to the GitHub, it will be here. Just now, fix permission issue. See? And we can see what changes we did. That's what we changed. Yay, there's the fix for you. The bank can also work that someone can redeem like oh. Yeah, then it fixes the problem that you couldn't use the beads, because I was worried about the beads mostly because you cannot refund them, and that actually helps this problem. Gotcha. Thank you, Gribigger. That's cool, but that's a lot of coding, I think. So we'll keep it for later, but that's a nice idea to have. And it still also depends on what whoever is willing to use that will need, because maybe I do that and nobody needs it. Also letting people do it with beats and not waiting will be cool. So yeah, that's a nice feature. I want to have it for myself as well. Kitty seems a bit unhappy. I don't know what's up. Alright, this means we're going flying. Let's start up the aircraft and then I'll set up the flight. How long did it take? Oh, only 40 minutes. Well, actually a bit less because I was playing and talking to you. Right, and on the horizon is he's probably... I would say he's taking a swim, but it's probably everything frozen up here. Who I still haven't shouted out. I know we have 10 on the list. That's pretty much it. It's a small party today. Cool. There we go, that's 10, our good friend. Flying the tubes. Hanking the tubes, I mean. I do like this pop-up. Also, I'm not sure why this... So it's supposed to do that whenever you come to the stream, it's supposed to give you the shoutout, but it only works for the first person. I'm not exactly sure why. So we have it here. We have it. Where do we have it? Here in the events. There's viewer arrives. So there's the hi. I think whenever anyone comes, it says hi to you. I think it does, right? Or did it get botched as well? I'm not sure if it welcomes Creepy Kirk. Said hi to Kevmikwa. I see dragons. How? No, maybe Hover. Yeah, I did say hi to Hover. Right, hang on. I will start up the heater, so maybe the kitty will go sleeping there. I'll back in a second. You can have a look at the play in the meantime. Right, I'm back. I used all the tricks in the book. I also have these cat sticks. I just throw them around the house and then she goes hunting and then she's a happy cat and goes to sleep. I saw that. It did it to me. Oh no, what was that? Sorry, Oh, it said hi to you. Gotcha. So I'm not sure what the problem is. So it says the hi. I think that's working pretty okay. And then we have the viewer arrived shoutout, and it works only for the first person. So maybe I messed up something with this custom cooldown. Oh, I think it's only letting this do once every 10 hours. And I thought it's how long you have to be not here to do it for you. Gotcha. Let's try to save that and see if it works. Good stuff. This bot is pretty cool. I like it so far. Also, I've heard it has some issues. I heard JFC had some issues. Yeah, I wanted 10 hours. Yeah, now see it works. I thought it's 10 hours between you come to the stream, so it will shout the next time after 10 hours, but it seems to not be the case. I think it actually counts if it's your first time on the stream today, so the 10 hours meant something else. So that was the problem, it's fixed. There we go again, that's Kevmikwa, our cool friend. The drummer, am I right? Right, I'm having fun. I feel a bit chill today. Oh, as long as it's not every time in chat. No, it's only when you come in. That's why it's called viewer arrived. You can go here, the new event, and trigger on. There's a ton of stuff, and you can do viewer arrived. See? That's how it works. Cool stuff. Gotcha. Also, I love those announcement colors. They look so nice. I'm super happy with the new chair on stream. It actually looks better and is more comfy for me. Except I cannot lock my wheels. Right, I see he has probably iced up. Now he's actually eating dinner, so that's not a problem. Let's fire up the aircraft. I have unmuted the sim. Get rid of the Seahawks. Who needs Seahawks? We fly with our minds. No, we don't. We do need the Seahawks. Learning a lot today, thanks for that. Cool, that's very nice, because I never know if it's boring or not, and I realize when I'm coding, it's super chaotic because I don't convey what I'm doing. I have an action plan in my brain, but if I was to explain that, it will take way longer than that. So, I'm glad it's fun. At least for you. Let's get this party started. It's actually a Baron, or Baron, as Jesus says this. Good step for me, and I imagine other streamers as well. Yeah, and if anyone wants to get into coding, and you think, oh, I don't know about it, it's scary, don't care about that. Just get some example, get it running. The easiest way I would recommend is to get some working template and start modifying it. And to be fair, that's how we all do that, because every time I come, I need to do something that I haven't done before. So I can take the template and start modifying it, not waste the time trying to set it up from scratch, which someone has done already. And for example, all the scripts that I'm doing here, it was the same story. I didn't... Well, there's the documentation how to do that, but Parallel42 has been kind enough to give you a template. You go custom script, you just drop it here. And then you hit edit, and it gives you a template to choose from. You already have a lot of code, so... And you go there, it's working. You can adjust it to your needs, and that's how I did it. There's Icy, he's back, and we fixed the shoutouts. So just choose whichever template looks the closest to what you need, and start from it. Then look into other template what it has, look in other people's scripts, and you're good. And some of them are super easy. Like, for example, I don't even know all of them. I will not hit the quit simulator. No. No. We can go, for example, to landing gear. And then you go to the code, and look, it's easy peasy. You have the things here. And you can start tinkering with it. And then again, try to change one thing at a time, otherwise you will break it, it will stop working and you have no clue why. And another thing, try to, when you have a project, please limit the scope of your project. Try to do something small, atomic, that just works, and you're good. Otherwise, it's very easy to blow the scope to the size of observable universe, or actually a bit more. And then you're just fighting problems that you shouldn't have had in the first place. Just get something small that is working, and we're good. Now we know. So, I can totally recommend. Just keep in mind this version of the flow, you need to pay for it. This is the most expensive one, but it is super fun for me. Can recommend. Ready for some chill VFR. Gotcha. Also the root bot, let's put it to sleep. It's not there yet. Actually, we are doing IFR, but you can just hang around on VFR. Alright, battery on, navlight on, beacon on. Let's get those engines started. Mixtures forward, prop forward. Fuel selectors are on. We have half of the fuel tanks. I think this will be... Alright, let's put some more. Also, remember me crashing last time? I know what the problem was. Because I started flying gliders, when I'm doing the spin recovery, I don't have a habit of moving the throttle to idle. And usually it is an obstacle in an airplane, but it wouldn't kill you. Except when you're in a twin. Well, I say usually, because sometimes it can. Except when you're a twin and you have only one engine running and you're full throttle, and if you don't do that, there is no way to get out of spin, as you have seen the last time, which did trigger the startle effect on my end. You definitely have seen me surprised there. And as soon as I realized what's wrong, it was basically too late to recover. So all I could do was just watch. So that's what happens. And anyway, I normally wouldn't get there in the first place, because we were trying to demonstrate the VMC. Actually, we're trying to test if the VMC is behaving correctly, and we got 10 knots below the red line. And you know me, I usually don't even go below the blue line, because that's my comfort limit. So, you know what happened, you know how we got there. I definitely wouldn't purposefully get there in a real plane, unless I'm a test pilot, which I'm not. The bit forward QNH, this forward. Parking brakes are set. Right. Fuel pump. 1, 2, 3. There is the fuel flow. Right mixture halfway. Right throttle. Alright, let's just open it slightly. Hit on the brakes. Also, I'm saying this all the time, but I'll say it again. Remember that the parking brakes in real aircraft work the way that they lock the pressure that you have put. So if you just pull this lever without applying the pressure on the parking brakes, it will do something, but it will have absolutely zero effect. What you need to do, you need to actually put the pressure in the brakes and then pull the handle. Depending on how hard you put, there might be not enough pressure, and the aircraft can start rolling as soon as you start up. That's the reason why you need to step on those brakes when you're starting up. So, let's do that. Magnets to both. Get it to start. It's running! On a first try. Great stuff. Right. Raising the brakes, the aircraft's not rolling. I'll advance the throttle to 1000 RPM. Get the right alternator on, check the oil pressure, it's in the green, good stuff. Also now, because I have to have feet on my pedals, there is a small chance I will kick my camera and it will fall over. I really hope this won't happen, so I will try to be careful. Right, 1000 RPM. Also note that the alternator lamp went off, so we are charging the battery. And if you look at the battery at the system volts, it will show that it's on 28. That means it's coming from the alternator. Now let's get the left engine running. Hit this fuel pump for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1 UTA, 2 UTA, 3 UTA. That's how we do it. Mixture 50%-ish. Throttle idle, move it just a bit forward, step on those brakes. Magnetos both, and starter. I think it's running, so I don't really hear it. It gets also up to 1000. Now it's easier because I know where is the 1000. I just move it to where the other throttle is, and if FailBot says he can fail it. So let me just double check that I have disabled those things so the viewers cannot do it. Right, I'll also disable it for the mods, so only me and FailBot. Good stuff. Oh, let me put the VIP on the list. Alrighty. So the engines are running, left alternator on, left oil pressure is in the green. Let's get this heater on, blower to low, open the pilot air, no, the heat a bit, open it a bit. Let's see what happens to the inside temperature. It's 5 degrees, so it's not that bad altogether. I'm getting my all up to temp. Yeah, good stuff. And let's see how long this one takes to warm up. I think it's way too fast. But I don't know how fast this on this aircraft. I know of every other aircraft I flew, it was way slower. You need like 5 to 10 minutes. Seriously. So you have all the time in the world to set up your flight. Transponder standby, we'll put 2000. And standby, continue, continue. I'm waiting for the enter here. Come on, come on, come up. Wherever we are.
System test okay.
Okay. Right, so far so good. 13 degrees already inside. That's warming up super fast. We'll close this a bit, also open the piloter a bit. I'm still not sure how to operate it, to be honest. Alright, we can get back to setting up the flight. I see you have another 2 hours. Until I get running. No, I hope it will be a bit quicker, but I don't really know. Right, let's have a look. So we are flying from KCDC to KSGO, which is from Cedar City Regional to St. George Regional. They are two small-ish airports in the Utah. I am always impressed that every minor city in the US has a huge airport like that. That's huge compared to my standards. So, yeah, jealous. And let's check the runways. Right, so for takeoff we can take 02 or 20. Let's take 02 so we go northbound. Because we'll have more time to do our stuff and so on and so on. KSGO, let's see, let's arrive at 01. Also, let's check if we have meter and stuff for those guys. Right, I know it's in the Navigraph, but I find it more convenient to just go here and put it here. KCDC, KSGO. Include TAF, get the meter for past 4 hours. Show me what we've got. Right, I really do recommend this website. It's super nice. Also, it's it is the official website for the US folks. So you can always go there, and it's super useful. I use it a lot. So let's see the TAF and the winds. It says 22007 and the other 100.05. Alright, fair enough. Wait, no, in the TAF we have variable 05. Variable 05. So we can choose whichever runway. Altimeter 3009. Right. Now, what do we want to do? So, that's our situation. They are just next door. Not really much to do. I think we'll get to this VOR. And we'll see what happens from there. Alright, so this airport, it has the departure notes. That's something that's specific to the US, and I am not very familiar with that, so let's have a look. We go here to airport info, takeoff. I'll just pin it. And that's our departure airport. And let me see. And let me see. Alright, let's have a look. Now I changed the microphone, so I hear more feedback in my headset. I actually know when I'm talking to the microphone and when I'm talking into the outer space. We'll be taking off runway, what did they say? 202. Runway 2, because it's America. there's no zeros here, only twos. Right. Actually check what adequate visual reference means. It means that we have some visual reference of the runway to stay on the runway during takeoff, which means we have the markings on the side of the runway or lamps on the side of the runway, this kind of stuff. Anyway, the weather outside is not frightful. We can just go and take off here. That's definitely more than quarter mile, and we are 2 engines, so we look here. Right, that's cool. And then there's the obstacle departure. Runway 2, climbing left turn, direct Echo Hotel Kilo VOR, and that's the one. That's the one just north of us. Echo Hotel Kilo VOR, this guy. No, this guy. Pedro Sedin. Alright, so take off, left turn to the VR. Now the way we'll do that... Alright, let's set the map. Let's start from the beginning. Hyper and Jenkit. If you have any questions, please let me know. We'll do rank it a bit chill today. So elevation is 5,622. Oh there, that's a lot. And that's a high place to live in. Amazing. Runway 02, heading 020. It's very rare that they have the same heading. So maybe let's take the runway. Doesn't matter. Let's take the 02. Oh, I think we're not seeing that. Sorry for that. 5,600 elevation, was wondering while the turner was going off. What did you do again? I see. Why? Why was it? Heading 020. So let's set this up. You know I like to have it. So here's 020. And also the OBS to 020. I like having the OBS because that's easier for me to see. Jesus says for him the heading back is just enough. Earlier still to not touch and go due to the air density. Oh, but the density doesn't matter for you all that much because the indicated airspeed will be the same. Like indicated airspeed takes into account the density. That's how it works. But oh, you were too slow to climb. Alright, so you didn't have the performance. That's why you stopped. Gotcha. Yeah, so that's definitely the case. That explains why they have such a long runway here. Because it's so high. Right, take a runway 2, left turn, direct Echo Hotel Kilo. Let's check the Echo Hotel Kilo. 117.3, the higher the longer. Yeah, the higher you go, the longer you fall. That's what I say. Actually, we have the quotes now. Hang on. I hope you enjoy watching me doing some lousy stuff today. I am absolutely not under pressure to fly today. That's the place where I sing under pressure, but I can't sing, so we're not doing it yet. We have the quotes, and I think there's a command to add the quote. I just don't know how to do that. There is the commands command. Gives the list. Hang on. I just disabled it instead of enabling. Alright, here's the one. But it's showing a lot of commands I didn't want to show there, which makes me a bit sad. Oh, it actually fixed itself, so that's good stuff. Quotes, tab commands, quote, add, username. There's an optional username. Just found out my local fly school runs our Tecnam P2060. Yeah, I've been flying on those. Also, the FSS is working on the next update. The prop feathering. The prop feathering is going to be in the update. That's what they said. Also, they shared a part of the list of the bugs they have, and a lot of them were what I sent, which makes me happy. I'm still worried about the performance and stuff, but that's something we can probably fix on our own. I have no clue how to add those commands. Let's see if it works. Right, I think it worked. So, all my trusty mods, you can do that now. Hang on. I think we also need the VIPs here. How do I change it? How do I change it? Right, we go here to the quote. Oh, it's actually listed here, so I didn't need to go there. We go to edit. I want to add the VIPs here, but I'm not sure how to do that. Any idea? No idea. Restrictions. Permissions, currency. Oh, it should be here. Oh, I know, we need to go to the subcommand and go to the subcommand add, and we should have the permissions here. Yes, and the VIPs. There you go. Save changes. Yes, you should be able to do that now. Haha, enjoy the show. I haven't been showing anything. Sorry for that. So, and here into the quotes management. Well, command, system command, quotes management. And then I was looking here at the edit button, and there was no roles here, but then I went down and there is the subcommands. I went to the add and added the VIPs here to the role. Somewhere. Here, permissions. Good stuff. How I can do that. And then we go here to the quotes, and look, it's there. Yay! Great stuff. Right, I'll keep this up. I was looking into the frequency. How long are we? 1 hour 15. Right, not so bad. The VR is 117.3, 117.3. Let's do that. So we go here, 1173, enter, and transfer. Good. This is a super short flight, so I think I'll need to set up everything. Hey Sky Command, very nice to see you. I told my mom about us. Oh, what did she say? That's what she said. Hey, here's shout out for Sky Command. Another cool person. Very nice to see you. I actually had the chance to finally catch up with your stream. It was fun, not gonna lie. I was working on the FailBot today. We fixed one bug, so it should be good. If you go to the channel point rewards, it's there. You're very welcome. And the way it's working, we have the code. The code is also on the GitHub, but it's in progress, so I don't have all of this there. How was the flight? I mean, we started the engine, so you know that's something. And then I use the FailBot to basically manage these rewards with the preset effect list, blah blah blah. That's just my dev talk for you. Anyway. Water of the wader. You are not wrong.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you, over. But I am enjoying myself. Also feel a bit cool. Probably because I have this breathable chair now. And right, so that's the part. We know. Oh, we need to read to the rest of it. So departure runway 02, dance, continue climb on Echo Hotel Kilo for radial 278 until reaching MEA MC8 for directional flight. So we need the radial 272. Sky Command, thank you for the follow. Very nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Also, I have this follower goal. At 200, I'll be hand flying the 737 raw data, so just ALS and VR inputs. That's what I like doing. Or 278. All right, so let's set this up. We radial 278. Let's set this up. 278. Right, the way I did it is 280, 2 clicks back, that should be 278. You're almost there, but I'll be sure to flag you on my channel. Cool, thank you. I'm very happy to hear that. Okay, so that's done. So now what we do is let's see if is there anything else? No. To reaching MEA or MC. Alright. We go here and try to reach that. Then I think we're going south. That's a bit weird. Then it gets a bit weird. To go to our flight, we select the approach. We'll do LDA runway 19er. Let's try the transition Echo Hotel. Oh, there's a transition for us. We can just hold here. Great. So we're not doing any route part. Just hold over the VR, get up there, and then do the approach. Now that explains a lot to me. Right, we need to be at 16,000. Can this aircraft do that? It's not pressurized. Well, okay. That's bad. Actually, I think we can be a bit lower. I think I can tune it to the DR40. What's the VR frequency? The VR frequency is... Right, I'll just read it out from my place. 117.3. 117.3. Right, then we do the approach. We fly here. How are those waypoints defined? There's... do we need... I think these are the regular fixes, not RNAV fixes, so we don't need RNAV for that. This one's easy to tell, because that's 182, 11.9 miles from the VR. Oh, then the next waypoint is... Oh, it says here, distance 29.4 from ISGU. Right, so we fly on this radial until we get 29.4 from ISGU, which is the localizer, 110.9. What's the question? Mikwa. One 7.3 is the frequency of the VR. Then need 110.9, which is the localizer with the glide slope, I believe. Let's put it in the backup. I mean, in the standby. 110.9. And also we need some comp 2. So let's set this in. Oh, I need to press the other guy. One on 0.2. So we'll have that, and we'll be able to watch the DME from the nav2 here. Just lost some stream for a brief second. Oh, I hope it was on a rant. Actually, it's been happening to me a lot for other streamers, so I'm not sure. It might have been on my end, no idea. VR works, it's an analog reading, so yeah, of course it's analog. What did you expect? So let's get this to traffic page. ADSB on, to the door. We go back here to... What do we load here? I don't know. I sort of want to keep the map up for you. Where is my Garmin G1000? I mean, you know how much it costs in real life? It's hella expensive. Alright, the last thing, do we need the VR? There's San George UTI. I feel like we need it for something. Oh, we need this for missed approach. So let's set it in NAV2 on standby. I usually would do all of this in the flight, but here, because it's such a short flight, I would like to have this ready. 1086. Right, so that's in the standby. I know all my thingies. Let's just review this approach. Alright, because it says here EPOT 10,300, but it says initially 16,000. I found that a bit weird. I find that a bit weird because that's super high. And I don't want to go this high. We don't have the oxygen to do that. And if we go here at those charts, where's the night mode? Come on, we need the night mode. Night mode enable. Not here. I bet Opera GX can do that. So you see there is this route here and it says 12,400. I'm not sure why I have to go so high. And minimum of... I think that's called Oroka. Off-route clearance altitude is 12,600 here in this sector. Alright, so we can go 13,000 then. We don't need to go to 16,000. And 13,000, I think that's still breathable for us. Cool. Let's set this up. 13,000 it is. Because that's above Oroka. I think we'll be fine. I'm not 100% sure. Here, I forgot it all again. Sorry for that. I'm not sure. I'm forgetting this all the time today. We go to the VR. We'll halt over the VR, climb in a climb, and we'll, because the sector altitude here is 12,600, we'll just go to 13,000. We do not need to go all the way up to 16,000. That's the action plan, and then after we can descend 12,400, hop up 10,300, EPOT. Okay. And our minima 3,031.70. They say LDO with the glide slope, so I think this is localizer with the glide slope, but remember it's not ILS because it's not on the runway, it's located somewhere else. Because they had to offset it because of the mountains and whatnot. Also, what is a bit unusual, look at this localizer and the DME. I think A, they are not collocated. B, they are on the threshold and on the threshold, runway threshold, not on the departure end of the runway, which you usually find, which is where you will usually find them. Right. I think we'll be able to go to brief that everything in the climb, so let's do that in the halt. I will be using autopilot in the halts, so I can brief that. Otherwise, it's a bit nuts. We should shout at Chewie. Yeah, that's what happens when I hold without the autopilot and try to brief the approach. It's nuts. Where's Chewie, our good friend? Right, enough talking. I think I'll get the cabin lights on because... Oh, now I killed you with the cabin temperature. I have no idea why it's going so high. Get this heater off. Open the cabin air. It's a bit unfortunate because normally would feel that here. I just have this indication because I wasn't looking. I totally missed it. Right, we're ready to go. Where's Icy? My frame rates are a bit choppy today, but I did change my PC setup a bit, so maybe that's the reason. Oh, here we are. You changed the livery. And more air. Cool. You may have a hard time following me because of the performance. Sorry for that. Let's also set the altitude, and I think we're good. If I bored you to death and you're already sleeping in the back, that's good. That was the plan. Right, let's roll. Taxi light on. Heat on, fuel vent heat on, style warning heat on, windshield stays, vent blower on. I think that's all here. Taxi lights on. Right. And we need to taxi. Actually, we haven't checked how to taxi. Great stuff. We are somewhere here, so we go left. Go via this apron, taxiway Charlie Alpha 4. Whoa. Working brake release, cold flaps are closed. The temperatures are a-okay. I think we snapped Joe's header. I'm having a hard time with the pedals today because I cannot conveniently operate them. I think this is give or take where we go. I will still do the run up, so don't worry, you'll be able to catch up before takeoff. And after that, well, you'll probably stay behind. My viewer is receiving as well, at least, well, the DME of the viewer is receiving. Here's the taxiway. I really like this taxi diagram on the 750. Okay, there's terminal on the left. There's terminal on the left. There's terminal. Well, because it's the regional airport. I wonder what kind of regional aircraft are flying here. Oh, there's no snow. Come on, snow. Come here. Right, we turn left into Alpha next. Just coming up. Slow down a bit here. Whoa, we're doing 25 knots. That's a lot. Wheel. What about the wheel? Should be nuts. No, I just shafted him up because I said I need to turn on the autopilot in a halt when I'm briefing the approach, because usually I don't do that and it's nuts. Because I'm doing two things at the same time and neither of them is done well. The debriefing is botched and the holding is botched. I get it, yeah. Right. I absolutely need to take care of my chair because I'm sliding back whenever I'm using the rudder. I know just what to do, so give me a few moments, I will do that. I think we are not there yet. Or are we? Oh, we are here yet. There's taxiway that just continues to that house or whatever. We'll stop here. And stop. Right. Braking brake set. I'll be right back. I need to improvise something for the wheels in my chair. Hands on in the office, work staff is calling my name. Hope I can at least catch up, take off here. Cool. I'm just back. I took a bit of a climbing rope, just put it around the 3 wheels. That's just enough to stop me from sliding like a madman. Right, in that case we'll skip the run up so we can do it quicker. Let's get ready here. Right, let's start my drill from left to right. I'll get the panel lights on today. Text light on, landing lights off. Right, we'll keep this heater on. Open some pilot air, just a bit of heat. Fuel pumps too low. Prop stick off. Everything here is okay. Flaps to approach. Mixture full, prop forward. Right, I'll keep the throttle. And that's it. Oh, transponder standby. So the way my flow goes is here, then here, go back, here in the middle. Check those things. Oh, also the fuel. We're supposed to start the fuel, so we start from the top. Fuel, blah blah, here. Flaps approach and transponder alt. Alright, we're ready to go. Don't trash, it's all good. Alright, so let's do the run up then. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes, 1800 I think. Oh, left engine is a bit different, that's interesting. Hang on, also it's a bit quiet, at least for me. Anyway, alright, I think I solved it. What's the deal with the left engine? Let's get it to 1700, but look, my throttles are not in the same position. That's a bit worrisome. I'm stepping on the brakes all the time, and now let's get alternators to left. Wow, this left one is spark plug is fouled. No. Right, it died. Let's try to start it up again. Right, so now what we need to do, I think we need to run till on high for a while. Remember the engine failed for a moment and the rewards immediately were unavailable. We need to run it on high power for a while and then it will burn up the build up on the spark plug. Also, where will this 278 put us?
Wow.
I should actually know. it will put us... Oh, it will put us here. So they're sending us here on the climb out. And then we'll do procedure turn and get back on the VR. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go to the VR, climb on the 278 to our en route altitude, and then we'll do the procedure turn and get back. I think this should be safe enough. I'm not actually sure if we can do the cross reversal on those airways like that. Wow. Thank you, guys. Alright, let's see if that helped. Yeah, I think it worked. Because I tapped into those sim variables for this aircraft, I finally understood what it's doing, so now it's a bit easier. Right. Get on the left. Come on. Let's check those failures then. Active failures. Left engine magneto. Great, so that's why it wasn't working. And nav lights. Alright, let's fix them. Reset selected. I'm not actually sure why they failed. I have the real time, so maybe I have abused them. That was the reason. No idea. Nigadin, welcome, very nice to see you. I fixed the one problem on the FailBot, so we are good to go now. I just had the magneto failed for... I don't know why. We just replaced it on the fly. Get those RPMs. Did you say JD made a flight model for the non-turbo version? No, I haven't. Sounds good. So he did beat Captain Mustache to it. Good stuff. Alright, let's do the run-up again. Magnetos to left. Now the drop is... Okay, so that's almost 100. Same on both. So that's within the 50 difference. Back to both. Hey, F15 with the party. Welcome. We were talking about it earlier. Alarm! The party incoming. We're just doing the run up.
With 10 viewers.
I am Vex. I'm flying the Bayron in Utah. We have the FailBot, so if you go to the channel point rewards, you will see that there's a reward to fail my engine and to fix it. Actually, it's pretty low today, so we can be doing this all day because we are still testing it. There's icy dragons behind us. Sticky Marty, get with the alarm. Got with the alarm. Yeah, it's cool alarm. I like it. Jesus with the danger. Very nice to see you. How was your flight? I was a bit sad I couldn't fly with you today, but here we are. I fixed one of the small bug. Here's a shout out. I fixed it. I know what the problem was. The problem was I did set a custom timeout and it was doing something different than I thought, so I just had to disable it. Welcome, Hazes. Very nice to see you. It's fixed. Let's go. Yeah, so what I thought is that this custom cooldown means that it will reset your arrival for until after 10 hours, but it meant that it will not shout out anyone until 10 hours. Chew is here. Welcome. Ego. Now Chew should get a shout out in 2 minutes if everything works here. And we fixed one small bug here. The small bug was I was basically missing this thing. That's what happened. I was fixing this on stream. And we're just taking off. We are doing the run-up. So let's continue. Checking the left magneto, the right magneto. Hey Zeus. So nice to see you. Also, I'm glad you're back on a streaming streak. I always enjoy watching you. Also, you're a bit of a surprise streamer, so whenever I see you, it's a bit tough to get flying. Also, I have a new chair. Look, it's see-through. We have a ton of new stuff as usual. And I plugged my base into the wrong socket. So I plugged my base into the output and it didn't work. As you would expect. Alright, let's check the prop. The RPM drop is here. Next we look on the manifold pressure and it should drop because it's slowing down. No, sorry, it should go up because there's less section. I'm getting better at being more consistent with streaming. Yeah, but I still don't know when it's up. I mean, it's... If you have a chance and you can announce it earlier, it would be super nice, but I understand it's not always possible, so don't worry too much about it. Anyway, it's very nice to see you streaming, and I love the Espresso thingy today. Here's the Chewy auto shoutout. Great stuff. Nuts. And I love that you took my challenge on flying it with the backup instruments and then no instruments at all, just to cover the stuff that our RPM indicator is not working because of the sim. I loved it. How was the Bayron flying? Oh, the Espresso. You had the Espresso delivery. And the third thing we check is the oil pressure, which should, let me think. When we slow down, the spring is operating instead of oil, so we should see the oil returning, so the oil pressure should rise. That's what's happening. Right, and the manifold pressure goes up because there is less RPM, so less action. Right, power back to 1000. We have everything set up. Let's roll. Let's have a look at the trim. Actually working. Just a bit too fast. I think I need to adjust it. We out here shouting. Yeah, that's what they do. I hope I'm not shouting too much in your ears. Chill. So to brief quickly, we take off runway 02. And the departure procedure is to go to the VR, then follow 278 with climb to 13,000. And then when we are at 13,000, I'll do a procedure turn to reverse and go back over the VR. Hey, here's a question. Can I do procedure turn to reverse my track on the route? I mean, if I do that, do I need to be above Oroka, or do I need to be above the minimum en route altitude? I don't know. Please tell me. You'll do that, then you'll go holding over the VR above MEA. Right, so procedure turns should keep me within the limit of this protected airspace around the airway. Am I right? I'm not super confident with those FAHRs, they're super sophisticated. Yep. And I did learn that in the MyAir training, but then I haven't used it all too much. It's been years since then, so you see me struggling about that. Cool, thank you for help. And then we go to VR, we'll hold over VR. Let's hold on the course that will keep us on the inbound for the next leg. And the inbound for the next leg is actually the approach, because we're going just next door to St. George Regional. And we needed to hold here at 182. 182. How's your day so far? Oh, that's where I see. You crashed only once, so it's okay. Right, working brakes released, cold flaps open. Oh, we are cooking those engines. That's bad. Our cabin temperature seems to be 30 degrees, so that's not great. I think more pilot are a bit less heating. Right, get on the runway here. I need to focus a bit. Runway 02. Okay. We saw the paint. Let's see here. 02 on the magnetic compass, 02 on the heading back. Throttle. What's about the left? It died again. All of them died because I went to idle. Happens a lot. Right, let's try to start them. Somehow if you go to idle on this aircraft, the engines will just die on me. Give you that 1000, gotcha. And see, the FailBot said that the reward was unavailable because it didn't make any sense anymore. Also, my new chair doesn't have lockable wheels, so a bit earlier I had to improvise. I took a piece of my old climbing rope that went to us to the Mont Blanc in France, and engine death entered 3 actually. I see it's 3. We killed the engine 3. So 2 times, but 3 engines. Right. Pull forward. Oh, the manifold pressure doesn't go all the way up because we are so high. They see me rolling. They smiling. First speed alive. God damn it. Here's the red line. Let's try to rotate it. Never know how hard to pull the yoke on the brow. Accelerate to the blue line. Get into climb on the blue line. Right. Great stuff. Positive climb, gear up, flaps up. We have right engine failure. Alright, right let that, right engine that. Keeping it on the blue line. Right throttle check, confirmed idle. Right prop check, comfort feather. Right mixture check, confirm cutoff. Here's the engine. I hope it will stop in a moment. Sorry for not looking at the levers, but I was very close to on performance. I have almost full right rudder. It's okay. Alright. Next we need to turn inbound the VR, and we can see where the VR is because we have this thingy here. Alright, also let's continue securing. Right alternator off, right magnetos off, right fuel selector off. Oh, I got below the blue line, Alright, our VR is not receiving. Oh, because we should... I think we need to climb until we see the VR. Got below the blue line. The engine hasn't stopped. Right, so let's try to do it again. I'm bringing the prop forward. Make sure I'm on the blue line. The prop is turning. Make sure it goes above what? I think we need it above, I don't know. Let's say 1000. Right, and move it very fast to feather. Please stop, please stop. Right, we need to check this minimum feathering RPM in the config. I'm still wondering why I do not have the VR readout. Jesus, did you finally manage to set up the music thing? I'm curious. Right, let's try this prop. We need to go into level flight, accelerate so we can turn this prop faster. Oh, also let's dial down the power on the live engines. So we go 2550, I think Jesus said. Alright, we are on 12,000 RPM and now move it to feather. No, I didn't have time to editing the video. Gotcha. If you need help, I can help with that. It still didn't work, so I think maybe 13,000 is the minimum probe RPM. 1300. Right, let's try to do it. We can lose some altitude here. Get it to 1500.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Should feather now. Come on! Yes, it worked. Alright, the 1500 worked. That's interesting. 2550 for the climb. Alright, and we can go full throttle because this is non-turbo version, so it doesn't go up anyway. Alright, that's the engine secured. I still wonder why the VR is not showing up. It's super bad. They dialed in the wrong thing. But the DME is showing up. How do we do that? Right, if it was IFR, we would be toast. Excuse me, if you were in IMC and we didn't have any... We didn't have visual on the ground, we would be toast. We are flying IFR anyway. See, Jesus, I'm learning. See? It's so good I caught you on that and went for the run. Now I'm catching myself doing it. I'm happy because I'll be able to do it better. So if we were in actual IMC and didn't see where we were going, we would be toast. I'm unhappy about this VR not working. It's Echo Hotel Kilo, so let's go direct. Select the waypoint, Echo Hotel Kilo. I'm surprised cases now we'll be doing it the right way. Oh, we missed it a long way. God damn it. Thank you, Nicodine. You solved it. That was the issue. You know what got me? What got me is that the DME was reading, and I thought, okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. Boo! Boo! Yeah, I'm gonna way past the viewer because I didn't know what's going on. And I was securing. No, my bad. It's my fault. Completely my fault. I just wonder how could I have done it better? It seems I need to put in my... Right, so if the VR is not receiving on ground, just check if you are on the correct one. Thank you, Nigadin. I somehow couldn't find the reason. Cool. So yeah, that's a failed flight for me. Need to try again. You are welcome. You know what we can do? We can go over this VR, land, fix the engine, and try again. Do it the right way. Also, look. Oh, our climb rate. It's not positive. So we need to go to the blue line. Actually, I think we cannot go as high as we need anyway. I think we're not getting there today. Oh, also I need to adjust those widgets to handle the Bayron. Right, now what we'll do, we'll start up the engine, go over the airport again, and do it the right way. Maybe just do a short touch and go. I see someone fix the engine, I think. Or no. No, no one has fixed the engine. Oh, you did fix the engine. Creepy did that. Creepy Gurk. Cool stuff. Let me see. So we want to go... What is the airport again? Kilo Charlie Delta Charlie. KCDC. Nearest KCDC. Let's go there. Right, let's get that engine running. So what we do? Fuel selector to on. This thing is always in my way. Magnetos both. Mixture forward. Well, actually, oh, I forgot to put the other mixture forward. Drop forward. It should, I think it should unfederate, because I think it features unfeder accumulator. Maybe it doesn't. Open the throttle a bit. Let's see, it is cold, so actually let's do the normal procedure. Prime it. Oh damn, oh no, I forgot all my after takeoff because you distracted me with the engine. Good stuff. Right, let's see if it starts. Right, I think it's running. So now we can equalize the engines. Get the RPMs back, mixture. I should be leaning the mixture, I actually don't know where it should be. Let's do a quick landing and try again. That's what we'll do. In quick, I mean, let's get there quickly. Oh, and the alternator. And close the cowl. Actually, yeah, let's close the cowl flaps. I like this Baron so much. The 414 and one C310 are good, but they have a lot of quirks. And this one is the most flawless to me. And also, on the other two, I had a problem with single engine performance, which was a no-go unless you have a mod. And in this Baron, it seems to be a-okay from the get-go. Right. Throttle idle. Mixture, I think it needs to stay leaned a bit, so I'll keep it leaned a bit. Get those fuel pumps to low. Landing lights on. I think that's pretty much it. Speed check. We need to be below the triangle. That's the same airspeed that's on the placard there on the left. Speed check, gear down, flaps approach, and we go for a landing. It is cool. I thought it'd be a sort of boring today, but I actually love it. And it's such a nice place. You're coming in cold, but not dark. Jesus, are you streaming tomorrow again? Also, 10 minutes until landing is streaming the whole week. This week, I want to be watching him, but I forgot. Speed check, flaps full. Weak, stay above the blue line. Now I have IRL fly lesson. Cool. Enjoy, enjoy. We need to stay above the blue line. Adding a lot of power. Maybe I didn't need flaps full here. Actually, I think I do. And this Baron flies really nice. Nicely, I think is what I should say. Reducing power. Let's try to do it nice and steady. Going to the ground effect. Slowly reducing the power. I still have a hard time judging my distance above the ground. There we go. Okay. Flaps up one notch. We'll keep everything running because we're just taking off. I think we need all the runway that we paid for. Hooray! First landing of the day, but we almost got ourselves killed on the fly. Dryson with the raid! Another raid! Thank you, Dryson! Very nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. What have you been doing today?
Drison rated.
I see with the
10
forks. Spood is here. Welcome, Spood. Very nice to see you. There's shout out to Dryson. Spood your will come up soon. We just took off and just landed in Cedar City in Utah. I've been fixing one bug in the FailBot. I'll show you Dryson. Hang on. Oh, remember we need to keep at 1000 so our engines don't die. Just advance the left throttle to assist me in the turn. Acker goal in the MiG. Woohoo, let's go. Right. Parking brake set. Analog bar on action, let's go. Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's super cool. Flew also Las Palmas. Nice. That's a long flight. I've enjoyed it. You're flying a lot. I'm jealous. Right, so we've been fixing the FailBot. If you don't know, FailBot is my way to have a bot to do engine failures. Actually, I think it's running fine, so we'll increase the price. Let's go. So, I've added 2 channel point rewards. Let's pause them quickly. Actually, I can pause it in the bot. Bryson, have you seen it?
Wow.
I'm not sure if you have. We'll put the bot to sleep. It will tell you that they're unable. It's Vex's way of having fun. Which, flying or fixing the bot? or the Bayron, or the failed engines. It's all of them, to be honest. Right, so we do have those channel point rewards. Let's make them a bit more pricey. I think 2000 is a good start. Mostly the failed engine. Now, here's my question for you. Do you want the fix to be same price as fail, or do you want it to be pricier? Because I don't know how to play it, so it's fun for you. Here's a Sput shout out. The best voice in Singapore, Vatsim ATC I have heard so far. And so cool. All other Singapore ATC is great also. So we have those 2 channel point rewards, and then I have the FailBot, which you have seen in the sim. So it's just running here, is the FailBot, and there's many ways to configure it. It can just react on the commands by viewers or moderators or me. I can always do that, or everyone. And then there's the FireBot integration. So what happens is that when you redeem the reward, I'll just do it myself. Oh, I cannot do it myself. It will send my command line message to the FailBot, and FailBot will fail the engine. But I have done it the smart way, and FailBot is checking if you can actually fail the engine. If the engines are not running, or one engine is not running, it will not let you fail it. Also, the fixed engine reward will be posted when both engines are running, because it doesn't make sense. So I have the code that is doing this here. It's also on the GitHub, but it's work in progress still. And by that I mean I still have to export the FireBot part. And then the FireBot has a list of presets that are just pausing and unpausing those rewards, and the two talk to each other. So basically the FailBot is sending the updates to the FireBot what to do. You can actually see it here in the logs. Very cool. Yeah. So FireBot is sending those messages every 10 seconds. I can change it, but I thought that's a good compromise. And just telling it what to do. Now we are paused, so FailBot is pausing those. And when I unpause, it says that what's... No, we are fine. No one's doing any crimes here. And even the cat is sleeping. Hi, Blurb. It's also welcoming the Blurb. Interesting. And then I had any crimes. No crimes. I'm a good man. So I'm controlling those channel point rewards with the FireBot. I needed a middleman because it's technically possible to do it within the FailBot itself, but I would need to fiddle a lot with it. That's one thing. Another, I'll need some infrastructure to generate the token, and I didn't want to spend my time in it. I just thought, let's use the middleman. So it's triggering all those preset effects list. And for example, when you have this fail engine available, what it does, it first checks the internal variable, so it doesn't do this every 10 seconds, it just does it whenever it actually needs it. Sets the variable, updates the channel point reward, and sends the announcement, which actually looks super nice. You will see that as we go. Alright, so that's how it works. Rewards have been updated. Let's roll. I know you have 1 billion points each, so you should be able to kill me again. Right, we have just lined up the runway. Let's check. Here everything is okay. Let's check our fuel. I think we're good. So, runway heading checked here. DME is receiving, and now VOR is receiving. Remember, note to self, if VR is not receiving, welcome. Let me do it for you. Very nice to see you, Falco. I've been discussing the FailBot. It got the channel point rewards, and it's working like a charm. I absolutely love it. Note to self, make sure I'm on the correct selection here, so we're in nav, not GPS. Alright, I'm not sure where Ice is. He's probably taking a swim somewhere. Let's go and fly. Parking brake released, co-flaps open. Cabin temperature 24. I think I'm respawning. Of course you died. Why wouldn't you? Will be 30 seconds. Gotcha. We'll wait for you in the holding, I think. Prop forward mixture. Oh, I should have leaned the mixture on the ground. Let's do it later. Engine instruments in the green. First with the life. Have I ever opposed the bot? No. Sorry for that. Red line, rotate, accelerate the blue line. Super important to be at or above the blue line. Right, keep off the blue line. Still have runway ahead, so I'll wait with the gear. Alright, now I think we don't. Stiff climb, gear up. 200 feet, reduce power. Throttle stay where it was, reduce prop 2550. Thank you, Hazes, for the number. Above 300 feet, flaps up. Trim up. Right, and finish the procedure. Landing lights off, fuel pumps off, and prop sync on. Right, now we turn inbound the VR. I will just use this bearing indicator here. So the yellow one is the VR nav one, from nav 1. So let's get there. Right, I'll adjust the heading back. And then when you get over the VR, we'll fly on the radial 278, which I have preset already. Good stuff. Also in a twin, you should always have your feet on the pedals, because when you need to react, it's fast. It's a helicopter. It's a plane. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's FailBot. It's a pretty small project, but I'm really proud of how it turned out. And I wonder what we think about using FireBot as the middleman. I thought it would be extra piece of software that's just in the way, but now that I think of it, I think it's actually better with the FireBot, because you can easily edit the announcements and whatnot. So that's pretty functional. 1 mile. No, we did it again. Alright. Prop forward, throttle forward, mixture stays. Left leg dead, left engine dead, more right rudder. Left throttle, check, confirm, idle. Left prop, make sure I'm on the left prop. And kill it. It should go into feather. Will not feather again, we're too slow on the RPM. Left mixture, cut off. Prop sync on, left alternator on, left fuel selector off. Right, we still need to fix the prop, so it actually needs to happen very fast here, so I should be doing the prop first. Let's accelerate, get this prop running. And oh, we passed the VR, so let's go left on the radial. We are only 1 mile out, so that's not too bad. Right, we need to accelerate, I think 1500, let's do that quickly. Right, there's 1500, left prop to feather. Get back on the radial, and we are climbing 13,000, that's what I have preset. Oh, I forgot, I will not be able to do the holding on autopilot when I have... And now it feathered. I need to check in the config what's the minimum feather RPM. Reduce power on live engine, 25, 50, and we're good. We did that. The beacon line, thank you the beacon line. I did much enjoy it. Also it was a good moment, close to the VR and whatnot. I think this interception angle will be okay. Right, let me now do the things. I have enough rudder, so the ball is just on the mark. I think we should... Oh, we should be having the bank into the live engine, so that seems to be I would expect a bit of a more bank. CDI life, capture it. Also, scrub the skull flaps. And we're climbing 13,000. We are IFR. So we'll do the whole IFR procedure. Hey, actually, remember when I was improvising the chair locking? It actually works pretty well. I mean, it works way better than I anticipated. Right, the Bayron, normally aspirated, it's a huge joy to fly. I need to focus now. We need to get on the blue speed so we actually have a proper climb. And see, we were 10 knots above and I had barely any climb, so we actually need to be spot on here. I need a touch of more rudder. We are on the blue line speed, that's best single engine climb rate speed, and we are doing what? 300 feet per minute at this altitude. Oh. Also, normally I would check before the flight the manual and check if we actually can do single engine at the altitude we are required to be here. But I would be surprised to find out if the Baron was not able to do that. Where's my climb? Where's my climb? Right. I think MEA on this airway was 9,000. Yeah, it was 9,000 and then 9,000 within the 17 miles. Right, so we can do the procedure turn here. Let's do it to the left. Actually, it would be better to do it to the right, because now it's a bit more difficult to turn into the live engine. I'm just doing 80 to 60. I'm waiting for this to be 80-degree turn from our radial. And that's now, and now we swap back into the right and do 280 to the right. Need to keep my blue line speed, make sure we are right one turn. This is so fun, I really enjoy flying IFR on the Baron. Or as he says it, Baron. I liked when he said that today, that is so funny. I am airborne. Well, I see. I think you will be able to catch me, no problem, because Baron, normally aspirated Baron single engine is not having a great performance. We are looking to reverse the course, so 278. I will not bother twisting the needle, but 180. I'll just keep it. Do you know if there are twin engines that are worse in performance with a single engine? Worse than this in real life? The Tecnam 2006, in real life, it is worse performance compared to Baron. Yeah, Baron is very high performance aircraft. I think the Tecnam 2006 will have a very bad performance single engine. I mean, it flies no problem, like you can just fly 90 knots, I think you can just fly. Actually, the blue line speed I think is 89 or 84, I forgot. I should remember, but I don't. And basically it flies just that, and I think it can go as high as 6,000 feet on single engine. And the climb is like 100 feet per minute, 200 feet per minute. So not much. Basically, that's a surprising fact, but when you lose an engine, you lose 70% of your performance. Would there be a point aerial? Would you just give up and land at the closest airfield? You mean land at the closest airfield or land at the closest suitable terrain? So, first of all, if your engine fails, you're supposed to land at the nearest suitable airport. And that's true even for the airliners, as far as I know. Of course, I may be wrong. For example, there's been few cases. I mean, in Europe, a few years ago, there was one case when B737 flew a long time on single engine, and yeah, turned out it's not supposed to, because you're supposed to land on the nearest suitable airport. And remember when Swiss 777 had a failed engine somewhere in the Arctic and they just landed in North Canada in a very small place. And it was a huge operation to accommodate people there and whatnot. So, you, as far as I know, you land on the nearest suitable airport. And oh, thank you for the fix. We'll fix in a moment. I just want to intercept this. And then there is a possibility that for some reason you are not able to keep altitude on the single engine because you didn't do your weight and balance and your aircraft is overloaded, or maybe it's too hot and you don't have the performance and you didn't check your manual and you're just going down. So in that case, you may end up in a situation where you have to land where you have to do an off landing in a twin because it's just not getting anywhere, it's just going down slowly. So it shouldn't happen when you're aircraft flying and you checked earlier performances and whatnot, unless there is some really critical problem like your engine being not developing enough power or whatnot. And there have been cases like this. It's not totally out of the blue. Also, when this happened very shortly after takeoff and you basically have no altitude to try for airspeed and whatever, or you do some pilot, or it might happen that you're in a very unfortunate place and you have to do an off-airport landing. So, does that make any sense? I hope it's pretty clear. When you load, do you load for single engine performance as just in case? Yeah, you're basically all this load that you're having, for example, when you go here, there is the maximum takeoff weight, and this maximum takeoff weight actually means that it has enough performance on single engine to do what it is legally required to do. There is a required climb gradient on single engine that you're supposed to have. I don't remember it. It's not a very impressive gradient. It's very unimpressive. And all these things make sure that you have the performance to meet those legal requirements. If you Google require OIE gradient, you'll find it. I had to learn it for the exams, but to be fair, I don't remember those numbers anymore. Start the engine real quick then. The beacon lane was kind enough to fix it. Right. Left fuel selector on. Left mixture, let's get it halfway. Left prop forward. Get the throttle open a bit. Oh, actually, we need to prime it. A moment. Now close it, open a bit, and get this. Oh, I forgot that. No, get the starter to on. And it's running. Left alternator on. Now, this is a very awkward phase because your engines do not provide this asymmetrical power, and you have to ease off the rudder as well. Right. Our left engine isn't super happy. I wonder why that is. Right, let's hope it will be happy in a moment. And we'll be holding on, heading... Damn it, I had it. 182. So 182 is here, so we do direct entry. Alright, right turns, direct entry. We are overhead basically now. Let's do this turn already. Right, it's 180, 12. Oh, we actually passed the viewer already. What is the weather? Why is the weather radar blinking? It's just not the weather radar, it's just this failure system. So, oh, nav. So I can just turn it here. Why am I killing my engines? How am I killing my engines? So, now if we fail the right engine, I may very well not have the performance to do what I'm required to do. Overheat of the valve? What valve? I don't know. Oh, we are saying, but it's the left engine. Cylinder, I mean, I don't know. But it's not in overheat. It's the right one that would have a problem, but since it seems I'm killing both of them. Anyway, we'll find out later. Let's get the clock. I think I did this holding entry way too late, so that will be a super botched holding. We just passed the radial. Continue on this a bit more. And actually, just do it normal way. And you see that this seems that it's showing the engine has failed every now and then, so that's interesting. Oh, see, it's popping in and out. Alright, the flag flipped. I'll continue the climb. I'm a bit unfocused because of this engine situation. Anyway, we'll do it live. Alright, I'll not tell you what the problem is. You can use it against me. Thousand to go. Right, time is almost up. I think I was late with the time, so let's do the turn inbound now. To get into the holding, and we'll start the approach procedure as we get over the VR. Yeah, the bot is saying this all the time because the engine is pumping in and out. See, it's off and on, off and on. Still 500 to go. Oh, we need to climb first. Right, we are smashing the radial here. Overshooting the radial, I mean. Because it's ruined, yeah, it is very ruined. And I'm not sure how I ruined it. See? That's me just flying for 2 days. And the engines are ruined. I don't know. I think maybe we have incorrect mixture, maybe that's the reason. If I want to have lean off peak, do I need to... How do I lean it? I forgot. Alright, that's not great. Yeah, I think that's how we kill these engines. I forgot how to operate it. Right, we are still inbound the VR. We are a bit off the radial, so let's turn into the VR. Do one more loop of holding. I'll just slide directly into the VR. Right, that's 13,000. The flag switched, so let's give it a moment and start turning outbound. I guess the data shown will be hard to read to perform on optimal leaning. Yeah, but there's... Yeah, I just forgot how to use this tool. And now because of all this stress, I just can't figure it out. My terrain did the low correctly there. Right key. Alright, I'll do this in a moment. Press right click will display lean R, press middle for 3 seconds, then left. Alright. Right. I think I got into some mode now. I don't know how to get it out of it. Oh, it's actually lean off peak. I think I want to be lean off peak. Right, the flag switch. Let's start the clock. Keep this 13,000. Now I'm supposed to be... Oh, I actually wanted ridge of peak. Alright, let's get... How much should we get? I think this should work. Alright, let's quickly brief this procedure. So I will turn on the autopilot, flight director, autopilot, get us into heading mode, and get us to altitude mode. I think that will be here. Vertical speed now. I don't know how it works. Right, it's in the alt mode. Great. It's in degrees Celsius. I think it's in degree Fahrenheit. It usually is. Right, we are 2 minutes, so that's way too long. Need to turn inbound. Hey Vanes, welcome. We fixed the FailBot, what failed the engine. I think I had them on wrong mixture and they're just dying. You can switch unit, by the way. Alright, you know what? We'll learn this on the ground because I think I'm out of time. Also, I should just be able to operate this before the flight. Woohoo! Yeah, and the FailBot, I fixed the one bug that I had. And I think it's pretty usable now. Right, so this approach, we have this tuned in 182 and until 29 points. Alright, 182 at 11.9 we can descend to 12,400, then 29.4 we turn heading 198, well, track 198, which should get us on the localizer, descend 10,300. Joe is here, welcome Joe, very nice to see you. And that will get us to EPOT, 10,300, then that's final approach course, 198, 9,800, 8,200, 6,300, which will get us at final approach point, 9.9 from the ILS. I'll also need, localizer with the glide slope, and 3-degree descent angle, minima 3170. Alright, let's do that. I'm just giving this up for me. We are 7 miles. Hey, Swift the dance. Hey Joe, how's your day going? I hope you're doing well. That reminds me, meet me on Discord real quick. I hope you mean Jesus. Also, if you see the reward popping in and out, that's because my engine is popping in and out. Shall we? I think we'll just fix those engines. Let's, or do we continue on those barely running engines? Let's do it the hard way. Right, we really need to intercept this radial. Let's do it. Right, no more autopilot. Autopilot disengage, and remember I always saying to get the flight director off because it's super misleading and can get you in trouble. Grumpy Gordo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We are flying the Baron. I almost killed one engine, and we have a FailBot which can operate based on channel point reward and kill my engine in flight. I've been working on this, it seems to be pretty cool so far. Three miles. Right, you know what? I think I will fix this left engine because the reward popping in and out is maybe super misleading for you. So let's repair the left engine. Oh, we also have oxygen. Right, I'll repair both of them. If we didn't have the FailBot, I'll just continue with this, but let's not confuse the FailBot anymore. Overshoot the runway, 2 miles to go. Overshot the radial, 2 miles to go. I still need to learn how to use this leaning instrument. Right, we are basically overhead now. I still wonder if there is something else that is off, but we don't seem to have any other failures. Right, pass the VR, so let's get back on the radial. And we can descend... Oh, we cannot descend until 11.9 miles. Right, I can cool down a bit because those rewards are fixed. We're almost on the radial. Let's intercept it. This normally aspirated Baron is a joy to fly. I really do enjoy it. Seems we need slight right correction for the wind. Actually a bit more. Right, we have 110.9 selected, but we don't have... I also wanted there 110.9. I need enough too as well, because I will be reading the other distance. I lost the radial and altitude. No, 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 no. 5.5 miles, so that's five and a half to go. Right, I'll focus now. I see you're all very well asleep. That's good. I can just focus on the flying. Right, 7 miles, 3 to go. I'll keep this on this engine health so I can see if it's decreasing. I think we're pretty much okay now. Right, so we are 7.9. That means... Oh, sorry. I was off with my calculations. 4 miles to go. I mean basically at 11.9 we'll start descending to 12,400. I think we don't need the clock anymore, so let's kill it and hide it. I'll also reset it so it's ready for the next time. Just heading back, keep the altitude. It is a very nice area. 2 miles to go. Flights with Joel, welcome, very nice to see you. We are not in the Rockies, but we are in the very snowy Rockies. I like all those jokes recently. Oh no, my sim froze. But my PC is running. Yet, still. Alright, it's back. Phew, I was scared. Flights with Joel, I have the FailBot, I fixed one bug, so it's pretty much working now. I still need to work on exporting the whole thing, and I'll be able to share this with everyone. The basic functionality is working, I still need... Well, later I think I'll add few more thingies. 1 mile to go. So we have this channel point reverse to fail and fix the engine. I have written a script in Flow that's doing that. That's the one here. And it uses a FireBot as a middleman to manage the channel point rewards. Basically, my FireBot is controlling those effects here, which are then in turn controlling the channel point rewards. And basic functionality is working okay now. Right, we passed 11.9, so we can sell 12,400. Let's do that. And the normal aspirated Baron is a joy to fly, and it flies very well out of the box, so I can totally recommend it. Unfortunately, last time I checked, the 414 and the 310, they had a few problems on the single engine performance. They basically wouldn't climb, so that was a no-go for me. Right, very nice. I just forgot to add fuel. Yeah. But one scenario that I can train in this is that the viewers can fail the engine on takeoff run, which is something that's quite challenging because you have to recognize and act very, very fast. Alright, at 29.4 from ISGU, so from our nav2, we can descend 10,300 and intercept it 198. Right. So we switch now the DME to nav2, and it should be 110.9. 110.9. Should be keeping 12,400. Why are we not receiving? Alright, this lag is... Let me calculate this quickly. We should be 20 less 0.1, so 19.9. Alright, let's just do it until 19.9. I am a bit scared that this is not receiving. Maybe it will just pop in. 110.9, 110.9. Okay, there's also 108.6, so let's check this guy. Also not receiving. Interesting. Only 1 mile to go. I need to keep this altitude. We need a lot of wind correction here. That's cool. Also, I almost killed my engines myself because I didn't lean them properly. Right, 19.9, so let's turn 198. Actually, it's just a few degrees off. We should be 9198. That's here. I will just guesstimate this wind correction to be around here, and we can descend 10,300. Let's do it. $10,300 sets. And let's check if it will be receiving 110.9. Now we are receiving, but not enough to... Oh, now we are receiving, so we're just out of range. Great. Let's do this descent. I'll actually reduce the power a bit for this descent. Right, the localizer is very far, so it's wobbling left and right. I think we can correct it already. So we are now here on this leg between HOPEP and EPOD. EPOP is 24.9. That's almost now. 24.9, so we don't have much time. Let's get down there. Oh, we're actually there. 10,300. Next altitude is... Okay, now we need to go down. 9,100. Twatla. So 24.9 we passed, and now descend 9,800. We are on the localizer. Let me put this wind correction. I'll reduce the power a lot. We're landing 19er. Yes, that's true. Watt lies 21.1. Oh, still 1,000 to go. Awesome. The one who inspired me to fly this route was Blue Echo, who's flying it earlier today. I hope I'll get it right. Yeah, there you go. That's Blue Echo. You can also go check another cool streamer. And we're 9,800 at the power 21.1 we need. So that's 0.2 from now. Boom. There it is. So now we can descend 8,200 until Izumo. $8,200. $1,000 to go. We should keep 1,000 feet per minute within the last 1,000 feet, so I'll try to do that. Localizer is a bit more responsive now. Actually, we can just follow this glide slope and we'll be okay. And we go until 16.1, so 2 miles to go. This is fun. I'll reach the mixture just a touch. I was saying 16.1, 1 mile to go. We're at 8,200. Next we descend 6,300. now. 300, 6,300. Let's go. So we should keep not more than 2,000 feet per minute within the last 2,000 feet, and not more than 1,000 feet per minute within the last 1,000 feet. I will just dive and drive here. Such a cool short flight. I really do enjoy it, and all this hyper planning is actually a nice exercise for me. 1,000 to go. And final approach fix is at 9.9. That's what you see here. Lights with Joel are streaming later today. I see you're flying really often. I really like this cam that you have from the other person. It's super nice to have more view of what's going around. Also, I wonder if Icy is here. Let's go. I'm not saying anything, Icy. Must be focused. Right, there's 6,300. We have 9.9, so we have two miles to go. Alright, speed check, gear down, flaps approach. Landing lights on, fuel pumps too low. Prop sync off. Check fuel on the main tanks. And we are above half fuel. Good. Add some power, doing 140 knots. Oh, that's a lot, but because you're in a bonanza. I see. Get on this localizer. We are on the glide slope. And we are on the glide slope, I think, before because of the cold temperature. There's the runway in front of us. Alright, let's focus now. So this offset approach also, it's LDA, not ILS. Alright, we're just below the glide slope now. Let's sink 140, so times 5, that's like 700 feet per minute descent that we need. I'll try to slow down a bit. I think 110 knots will be fine. Props forward, reach the mixture a bit. On the glide slope, I still need to correct for the localizer to the left. Alright, I'll try to slow down all the way to 100 knots. I want to be on this blue line. And look, we are keeping the descent right. And we are staying on the needles, no problem on the glide slope. Under 20 knots times 5, so 600 feet per minute is what we should keep. We are just above the blue line, so I'll try to keep this speed. Getting on the localizer, a bit high, correcting. Right, minima 3170. So 3200 for me. Above glide slope, correcting, right of localizer, correcting. We are below 2000 to go. Going to lurk, have to set up stream. Oh, so you are streaming, great. Go do your thing. It takes me a long time to set up everything, like I actually take an hour to do everything in time. Right, on glide slope. Right of localizer, correcting to the left. Thousand to go. This is looking way more solid than yesterday. Final check, landing gear down, triggering, prop forward, mixture adjusted. And fuel. Main tanks, we have half tanks. Localizer to the right, correcting. Below glide slope, correcting. Right. I should keep... Oh, I didn't adjust the attitude indicator. We need to do this next time. Now it's getting difficult to keep everything in check. Well, 500 to go, 400 to go. $300 to go, above, correcting.
500.
200 to go. 100 to go. And minimums. Looking outside, there's a runway. Let's go. The wind is from the left, sorry, so we need right rudder, left aileron. Right, now we can slow down below blue line speed because we are in reach of the runway, which means no go around for us anymore. Getting the ground effect. There we go. Minus 13. Jesus beat that. It seems that when I'm doing this one wheel touch first, it goes way better than when I touch all the wheels at the same time. Alright, speed under control, flaps up. Well, speed control is not what you say, but I heard the F-18 saying that. And basically this commanded the controller to hide this cable that they can catch with the hook. I'm not sure if you know what I mean. Basically all military jets, carrier or not, have the tail hook that can arrest the arrestor cable that's used as emergency braking device. And what happens is they on the airfield on the runway, this cable runs through the runway and they pop it up. Then once the aircraft reports speed control, they pop it down so it doesn't roll over it. And also they don't like with the hook normally, but they can just drop it with one hit of a hand. Right. I'll not be doing the go around, but I would be interested to do go around and start the procedure again. But you have seen how long the procedure was. Right, runway vacated. Let's do our things here. Fuel pumps off. I never had the strobes on. Strobes off. Landing lights off. Beacon, taxi light on. And that's it. Alright, great flying today, I did enjoy it, and this small IFR training last time on the approach, remember I was training this last time, this really helped me now. Actually, I should have checked before where we are supposed to taxi. Oh, there's not much to choose from. There's no scenery either. And I cleared the engines again. Great stuff. Try to start them. Why are you not starting? I think now it's running. Alright. Open the cowl flaps as well. Now the left one. Get the priming in. 1, 2, 3. Right. I am getting better and better at doing this. Maybe it's not a good sign. And they're running. Alright, fair enough. On final now. Alright, let's watch Icy. Sorry if I missed that and I'm too late. God damn it. I just pulled the Icy on you. This is amazing. I need to take the screenshots. Right, Icy, I'm going there. Oh, I just landed. Sorry, Icy, I missed your message. I wasn't there in time. Welcome. Oh, there's a place for us. Let's taxi there. Actually, there's... Oh, we'll need to go around. Alright, let's do that. Hey, he's doing touch and go. Right. I'll salvage our situation in the meantime. It's not working. Right. I also need a super short break, so I'll keep you watching there for Icy, and I will be right back. And I'm here. I hope I haven't missed anything. Icy, how are you doing? Where are you? There you are. Alright, let's watch it. I'll start the engine now. Turning base. Gotcha. I think we'll keep it like that. Does that work? Let's see how we do that. There's IC coming in. Remember about the left crosswind, so you need left aileron, right rudder. The way it works, you keep with the rudder, you keep your nose on the center line, and with the aileron you manage how you're, either if you're going into the wind or down the wind. I hope it makes sense. I think the LOD is not showing anything anyway. There we go. I can already see you. Looks stable. Just remember you're on the downwind lee side of the runway. You want to be on the leeward side of the runway. You want to be on the up, on the windward side of the runway. So into the wind. So if it blows you, you go to the correct part. But you're crabbing. Not how we do it in the GA. I mean, you can, but that's also one way to get rid of your tires. There we go. Looks good to me. Slam it. Like you're 10. Nice. Not bad. But see, because you're crabbing, it's very hard in GA to kick it in the very right moment. I think in airliners it's way easier because you can sort of predict when you will hit the ground. In GA it's way better to do the side slip. Right. The rest of the camera. Get the engine running. See, mixture forward, prop forward, try to prime it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it starts. It shouldn't be so difficult to start when it's still warm. Alright, I think it's not running. Okay, let's taxi with one engine. I can do it. My hand got tired from holding the rudder. Oh, because you're on the joystick. Gotcha. Fair enough. More calls again. Need to drop up. Well, the big line. Thank you for stopping by. It's very nice having you. Thank you for testing. Thank you for Thank you for helping me test the FailBot. I do appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye all. Bye the vehicle line. Right, I see. We'll taxi to this GA area on the other side. Looked way better for us. Just that I'm on one engine, so I need to also help myself with the brake. I have a lot of rudder, and I also need the brakes. Oh, we're going very fast as well. I can ease off on that engine. I remember we need to go to the end of the runway and then we can cross. Yeah, we have to go all the way to the end of the runway. I see he's following. That's nice. Whoops. Lost the center line there. Right, let's get back inside, get on the center line. Well, taxiway line. Here comes the end, so we'll be turning left. Whoa. I had a problem with my feet reaching the pedals there. I couldn't get full input and kick the rudder and kick the brake because my seat is still not having these logs that I want to have. Right, cross the runway. That was super cool. Also, this single engine performance. I think we would be able to do that on VATSIM. I didn't seem to have any problem except for this leaning, which didn't work great. So I'll learn how to use this instrument until the next stream. Go here into this first one. I think this is the holding bay for the run-up. My scenery may or may not have loaded correctly today. As soon as I logged it, as soon as I started the flight, it said I do not have enough bandwidth to download the data, and it keeps me offline. So I wonder if that's the reason why the scenery looks so sad here. It would be way better with the snow, I guess. Also, I need to get this power lines add-on that Flights with Joel recommended. It looked really great. Look, there's Joe. Right, so we'll just park in front of Joe then. I see, I think you can take the next one. Wherever is convenient. There you go. I think that's good enough, but I needed the external cam assist. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. You do not feel the plane all that well. There's icy. That's looking very nice. Come on, don't worry. I think you can take this spot next to me. To my left. Oh, I killed the second engine. I'm moving the throttle to idle and completely forgetting that this is happening here. There you go, well done, Icy. I think that's good enough. Cool stuff. Alright, let me jump inside, finish everything that we need to do. Alright, mixtures, idle, cut off, Phoenix Master off, alternator off. All this heating off. Taxi light off, strobe is off already. Blower off. Close this. Flaps are up. Use fuel selectors off. Close the cowl flaps. Let me see. Props forward. This is done. This is done. Magnet is off. Why is the AC on? I must have misclicked there. Heater off. Oh, I just turned off AC instead of turning off the heater. That's good. Beacon off. Nav off. And battery off. We have arrived. Great success. Actually, for the battery, I should also turn off the transponder and turn off all the radios. It's a good habit to do that. Cool stuff. Actually, thank you for flying along. It's been super nice. Let's find some nice angle. I will then play the outro for you, try to do the same thing I played in the beginning. It will take 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll do the raid. So if you can, please stick out to the raid. I will be very happy if you do. If Flight with Joel will be up until we end, we'll go and raid him. Otherwise, we'll look for someone else. But I really hope he will. What angle do you choose, I see? My scenery isn't looking very impressive here for some reason. Also on the snow. Where's the snow? There's no snow. I took a tail angle. Gotcha. Oh, I know what's up, because I'm looking to the side because of the track error. It seems like you're floating a bit. I know I take so much effort to get this angle right, but I do. Right, how about this? We'll stick with that. Also, you can hear the engines cooling, that's pretty nice. We have arrived. Use F5 key to lower drone speed. Oh, I can do that. It wasn't the problem of the drone, it was the problem of me not being decided what I want to do. I actually have this bound to my controller, so I can just hit X and... Oh, it's actually bound by default. X and then all of those triggers. They change the speed of the drone and speed of the rotation of the drone. So I use that a lot. It's just sometimes I cannot decide which angle I want. I hope you understand. Right. Here's what I use to lock my chair. I just tied this around 3 of the wheels. And it worked. I feel proud. Alright, Sim is muted. Let's get the chirps. Chirps are out. Give some more time for Flights with Joel to start up the stream. I hope we'll manage. And I'll play for you. I'll try the same thing we played in the intro. So bear with me. It's been a great flight. I did enjoy it. The FailBot seems to be working great. If you have tuned in later, well, I use FailBot as the middleman, and I have written custom flow scripts to do the failures. It's actually here. Hype, hype, hype. Yeah, it's actually here. Here's the FailBot. I toggle it says hi, or it doesn't. It's sleeping or not sleeping. It's a cool one. Why is it sending the sleep message? Oops. I know. Maybe. Oh, it says. I know. Maybe I forgot something. Oh, I think it just doesn't say the message. It's when you try something, it will let you know. Alright. Let's see. We had so many events today. Also, I think... ESB Fishy, have I welcomed you? Anyway, let's replay that and welcome you. I think they did. No, I didn't. I don't know. I'm confused. Right, we had Skytoman with the follow. Thank you for the follow. Hayes F15 with the raid. Thank you for the raid, Hazes. Yeah, I enjoyed watching you and very nice to see you here on the raid. Dryson with the raid also. Thank you, Dryson. Very nice to see you. And Grump Gertrude with the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, that's everyone from today. Very nice to see you all here. I do enjoy it. I've had a good flight. The IFR training was really nice. And Varon with the engine failures on the IFR. Vex recommends. I think it's the prop twin in the game that can do it, no questions asked, compared to unfortunately the other ones. So I like this one a lot. We'll be playing it more. Let's play the outro. Alright, I know it's an awkward angle, but I think it works. Let's just check if the base work this time. There's some other problem. Right, we'll just play direct then. Right, I think we're good. I had to balance the audio levels, so that's leaning in. Right, let's play the outro then. Here's the uke. I hope you can hear it. And here's the bass. go, that's lived in. Alright, so I'll check if Flights with Joel is up, and if not, who else is for the ride, and we'll do the ride. Hang on for just a few moments. Right, he's just starting, the timer says 8 minutes, so we'll go there, and I hope you'll be happy to stay. Seems we're a bit early, but it's been a great flight for me. FailBot seems to be ready to hit production to share it with other people. There's a few more features that I want to put in, all those, well, quality of life improvements, like that. If you, for example, if it dies, it will post the rewards and whatnot, but I think without it, it's very functional as it is. You can always refund the rewards if something doesn't work. So that proved to be working great. Also, the Baron is really nice. I love flying it at IFR with the engine failures. So thank you for all the failures. And we managed to do everything except for me not turning the nav mode after takeoff. And killing the engines because I don't know how to operate the leaning instrument, so we'll see that. Ice Dragons, thank you for the waving perks. Niggalin, thank you for the heart. Jesus, rock on and dance. Right, I'll set up the rides. There's 7 more minutes to go. So, do you want me to entertain you, or shall we go there? I can also show you quickly where we were today. So I'm not super familiar with all this information on the FAA charts, but well, I need to learn a bit today. So we took off from this airport, went to the VOR, went on this airway in a climb, then did a procedure turn above the minimum en route altitude. We were dived in code 2 first, then we went over the VOR, went here for the outbound and did the procedure into San George Regional. Basically the procedure starts at the VR, so that's pretty interesting. The procedure that we did was this one, LDA, so that's a localizer directional light, which means the localizer is either not on the runway or it is offset, and in this case it is both. It is first before the runway, which is very unusual, and second, it is offset quite a lot. And I think that procedure went very well, so I really did enjoy that. Also, I'm a bit tempted to do the miss approach, but then to do the look, it's... Oh, I actually don't know how far it is. We'll do that next time. Actually, if we had to do that, I would be in trouble because I'm not sure how far this is. Look, this distance 42 from Triple M. Where's Triple M? Did they say anything about it? Miss approach, climb 4200, then right turn 9800, on heading 354 to and outbound on UTI VOR, radio 314 to Hunku intersection, distance 42 from MMM and hold. So I think you're just supposed to read this on the chart here. That's interesting that you don't have this information on the chart. I am surprised. Now I'm super confused. It's this one. And it's 42 miles from this view. I don't know from which we are. Visible confusion. Anyway, and here's the code that dived in. Right, Flights to Jolly is 4 minutes out, so let's go there. I also need to wrap up my stream. It's been great having you. Thank you for playing along, for standing by, thank you for hanging out, thank you for the rides, thank you for everything. It's been super nice. Next stream will be Thursday, 17 Zulu. So I'll see you there. We'll see what we'll be doing. I don't have an idea yet. I'll let you know in the Discord. As usual, link to the Discord is in chat. So if you want, you can join. I will share my screenshots there and all that. Alright, I'll see you at Flights with Joel. Let's go. Got this end scene. I'm still talking to you. And boom, here we go.